Hi, Joy Olson of Blockbuster Fundraising. Say, I recently read this interesting blog from Senetra Richards, and I just thought that it was so interesting about our time management as development directors. And I wanted to share this with you. I think you'll enjoy it. She points out that in order to be successful, our nonprofit needs to create a balance between fundraising and developing relationships with your existing supporters. I know, you know that. I mean, as development directors, we learn so much about stewardship and about donor love and donor-centric relationships, how to really connect with our donors. We love our donors. We don't want to lose them. So how do we divide up our time? Because we got to be fundraising too. We can't be out every day, all day long, can we? Developing these relationships? Well, she says, think about it this way. Your nonprofit may be an expert at encouraging first-time donors to contribute. If you are, good for you, because acquisition is tough. It is really tough. But if you're like most nonprofits, if you can't retain these new donors, and retention for new donors is a little bit abysmal, then you're going to have to expend even more money and time and resources to keep attracting new supporters to your cause. So, what you want to do is create a foolproof stewardship plan that you can retain the donors that you've cultivated. Cultivate them, keep them right from the get-go. These donors will not only be more invested in your mission because they've developed a relationship with your organization, but they will also donate in the future and participate in your fundraising events. And best of all, get them to spread the word to their family and friends. So the benefits of retaining donors are endless. We know that as development directors. But the process, of course, is easier said than done, isn't it always? But it's luckily not impossible. Your organization can use your existing nonprofit software and fundraising tools to steward your donors. And here's how. You're going to 1. Personalize communications with segmented lists. 2. You're going to host more meaningful and engaging fundraisers because you're going to know their interests from the segmentation. 3. Optimize your online giving methods and donation process. And 4. Manage and promote your membership program or your new welcome program. Manage and promote your major gift program. You've got to have a process that will make it happen. And then you really want to maintain an efficient, wonderful follow-up strategy. You want to have the steps in the process, and you want to make sure that all those steps are followed up. All right, so if you're interested, and I hope that you are, nonprofit technology, because nonprofit technology is really what's making a lot of this work. Being able to build long-lasting relationships, you really need to, if you don't have that ability right now with your nonprofit technology, you need to seriously be considering investing in that type of nonprofit technology. And here's why. Because you want to be able to personalize your communication with segmented lists. I mean, every one of your donors has their own interests and reasons for supporting your cause. Therefore, donors can easily spot mass emails because they really lack personalization. And if they totally lack personalization, I think they're almost a little insulting. I mean, they are to me. I think, gosh, why are they sending me that? They know me better than this. So a message that, or they should know me better than this, A message that addresses donors by name and speaks to their particular interests will grab their attention, and it shows them that you care, that they're more than just a number. Plus, personalized outreach is much more effective than sending out blanket emails to your entire donor base. Don't do that. Blanket emails to your entire donor base are unimaginative, they're lazy, they don't work. So organizations are much more likely to get a response from donors if they segment their donor list to send out invitations to major donors or major event participants that are located near where the event's going to take place. And additionally, when organizations continue to send out information to donors that isn't relevant, your donors are going to stop reading these messages. And guess what? Then they're going to potentially miss out on opportunities that would interest them. So, segmentation. We talk about it all the time. It's so important. Segmenting your donors ensures that you can personalize your outreach as well as provide your donors with the appropriate information. Okay? We've talked about this before, but let's remind ourselves, what are the different ways we can segment our donors to get our message through that will hit the right at the right time, the right message. Average gift size, your demographics, your location, the age. Are they family members? Are they corporate members? What are their interests and hobbies? What is their status, their donor status? Are they brand new? Are they recurring? Have they been a major donor for years? Hey, what about volunteers? Are they your volunteers? So you can easily create a segmented list using this information. And you want to keep in mind that having up-to-date profiles on your donors is a must if you want to effectively use this information to create personalized outreach. And look, this is information that they've given you. It's not information that you've gone and nabbed off Facebook. It's information that they've shared with you. And when your donors share information about their interests with you, they love it when you remember that because you've listened and obviously you care enough about them to have paid attention. So have your team. Hopefully you have somebody that can help you clean up your database regularly to remove duplicated profiles and update the information. One of the greatest gifts a development director can have is someone that really enjoys the detail work of a database and takes great joy and pride in keeping a database really clean and just in perfect running order. 2, here's what you can do with all this increased technology. You can host more meaningful and engaging fundraisers. So a successful stewardship plan needs to do more than just ask for donations. That's not stewardship. It should strive to get to know your donors on a deeper level, on a relationship level, and encourage them then to get involved beyond just donating. For instance, if you're a humane society, you know they love kittens. You can talk to them about the upcoming kitten season and how many kittens are coming in the door, and maybe they'd like to come and volunteer, or they'll have interest because they love kittens. It's a perfect time to reach out, and they'll be so pleased that you remembered that they love kittens. So a fundraising event is a perfect opportunity to meet with your donors, of course, in person and get them involved in other aspects of your organization. Not a huge fundraising event, that's party time, but a smaller event. And that's a wonderful opportunity to do, to take like-minded or like-interested donors into smaller groups where you have a smaller event organized around their interests, what they care about. all right? So that can really help support your cause and really expand your donors' interest when you have an event that's specifically focused on what they're interested in. Plus, you know what? Your donors will be able to put a face to your organization. It's going to be really important, more one-on-one. Getting to meet one-on-one with your team, with your peeps, with your kittens, will make your donors see the people behind your mission and show them that your organization values genuine relationships. You're for real. You're the real deal. And moreover, all the information you gain from your donors at these smaller fundraisers can be used to create more engaging events in the future. We used to have a wonderful opportunity. Our board would host smaller fundraising luncheons. What a perfect time. We'd never have more than 20 people, 20 donors. And we would do little surveys and have wonderful questions and get fabulous feedback. So the more you get to know your donors, I tell you, the better off you're going to be. So encourage your donors to volunteer, to participate, to give you feedback. Donors, give them the opportunity to show their support in a way that doesn't just involve giving you money. Give them a chance to participate behind the scenes. And guess what? They're definitely going to become more invested in your online organization. Okay, technology. Let's talk about this because, we're nearing the end of the first quarter. So let's check on your online giving methods and your donation process. Have you optimized it? Hopefully you have. So let's face it, donors want a simple and enjoyable donation process. In fact, if they find your donation process difficult, they get fed up. They're just not going to give. So you want giving options and easy to use, make it mobile ready. Just this weekend, I wanted to donate. I can't remember to which organization, but I was motivated by something I'd read or seen, and it wasn't the page. It only had 2/3 of their donation page. I couldn't get to the right-hand column where I needed to finalize the donation. So my gosh, make sure that you are mobile friendly and check your links all the time. Check your links at least once a week because it's amazing how little glitches can happen. And make sure that the donation amount buttons are working, and make sure that your PayPal accounts, and make sure that your preset, make sure your monthly giving. I give to an organization, in fact I'm on their board, but for whatever reason the monthly giving option just seems to have a glitch all the time. So that is not good. And always try to keep, the ideal situation is to keep the donation, when they get to the donation page, keep them with you. Don't shuffle them off to Buffalo on another page. Keep them on your page, because then they'll be right there with you. They might want to go back and check on something. All right, so we've talked a lot about what you can do with technology. Of course, you can manage and promote your membership program. You can manage and promote your monthly giving program. You can and have special landing pages and special opportunities and special calls to action where the month of April, monthly giving, people that switch to monthly giving, their first month will be matched by a donor gift. Be creative. Be creative and think about different ways that online you can really up your game. Really, you want to reach out to your donors. You want to promote your programs. You want to remind your donors about renewing their membership if they If you have a membership program, you want to remind your lapsed donors to come aboard again. So you really want to invest in technology, in nonprofit software that's going to help you do all these wonderful things. It's going to make your job a whole lot easier, and I think it's going to make your donors a whole lot happier. Hey, this is Joy Olson at Blockbuster Fundraising. So glad you're here. We try to always be inspiration, nonprofit fundraising inspiration right around the corner just for you. We have over 300 free fundraising videos on our YouTube channel. More information at Joy Olson Group and Blockbuster Fundraising. And finally, remember, always maintain an efficient follow-up strategy, because you can use all these steps, and that will make everything so wonderfully easier. But a huge step in retaining donors is showing your appreciation and following up. So whether your donors contributed the first time or the 10th time, you need to show your gratitude, that you value their support, not just their donation. And a key to a successful follow-up strategy, of course, involves 3 important points. Quickly, timely. You need to thank them right away. Absolutely. Send a prompt thank you. Ensure that they will remember you and realize that you must really care. You were right there saying thank you. Give them ways to stay involved. Never ask for another donation in your first thank you letter. But that doesn't mean you can't suggest other ways for donors to get involved. So ask them. Follow us on social media. Consider volunteering. Here's some upcoming events. And make it always about the donors. They are the hero. They are the focus. It's always tempting in our thank you letter to tell them all about the wonderful things that we're doing to try to make them more impressed. But hey, keep your thank you focused on your donor. Show them that their contribution will make such a difference, and reference that past gift and what it's already done. So those personalized thank you letters that hit all those points, whoa, your retention rate is going to go way up. All right, so that's it for today. Joy Olson of Blockbuster Fundraising saying thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you having been here. Oh, hey, live every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We're here. Fundraising inspiration just for you. Bye-bye.